Welcome to my friend Heather's DREAMhouse Declutter.
I want you to remind everyone, why did you call me to come?
So I called you because I remember being at a point where I was like, this is it. I'm moving into a stage in my life where I'm starting to bring things into our newly renovated home. And I didn't want to get to a place where I was bringing so many things in that I got overwhelmed. I looked around and got overwhelmed, which has happened to me. We had an old farmhouse for 25 years, and I just kept bringing things in that I thought I might use, or even something that I thought would help me organize, and it didn't. And then I would get overwhelmed. So I knew I was at a very critical place. I was like, okay, I am going to get systems in place before I am overwhelmed with all the stuff that I bring in.
Okay. So would you call yourself a minimalist?
I'm a wannabe minimalist. I know that the more stuff I have a very ADD brain, and the more stuff that I have and the more stuff that I see, I get overwhelmed, completely overwhelmed. I want things behind closed doors. I want things in containers where I can't see what's inside, but I know what's inside. I basically want that peaceful, I don't have to look at clutter when I come home.
Right. So both Heather and I have the same style of organization. We want our house to look like no one lives there.
Yes.
We want kind of macro organizing where you can just kind of toss it in, but you can't see it. You know, I have kids that need to see everything. I'm not like that. I want a label on it, but I don't want to see it. Mm-hmm. And so Heather's exactly the same. So that kind of helps us to organize together, is because she really is. So what we're going to do today, we're going to do her spice rack. We always have to take short bites early in the morning, but she's got to work in the morning too. So, but that's just how you want it. That's just real life. None of us have hours to spend on this every day. So we're pecking away at it. Spice cabinet today, and then we're going to go through her cabinet. She'll get a nice tour to see what's in there and think through what should be where. And then we're going to move on to other areas of the house.
And boy, this kitchen is sort of the neatest part of my house. It is the place where things are the most organized. So the other parts of the house, not so much.
Okay, also junk drawer. Two of you, one person said, because I said we got to rename this. One person, I can't remember what you put, so put it again in the comments. But two people said utility drawer, and I thought that is a great idea. It is now the utility drawer.
Also, in case you're wondering, this closet that Heather just opened is still looking fabulous after we reorganized it. Now we can hit the spice rack and get that all cleaned out, decluttered, and completely organized so she can use it much more easily.
So what we're going to do is take some of the spices and put them in these sweet little ball jars.
Little organizing things.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed. And this is going in recycling. So
yep.
This up here.
So what we'll do is take these out, and then she can decide which ones are going in the sweet little jars, because we have 2, 4, 6, 8 jars, which means 8 spices, right?
Alright, I'm just going to look at what I use. The problem is too, things are in such huge containers. Who uses that? That's my son's. It's going with him. I will never use star anise.
So maybe we're looking at which ones are the bigger ones that you use, and that's what we would put in there. Like for us, cumin. We go through cumin. Like we're not looking at cumin's own.
Those are going with my son. My son is actually moving out shortly, and he loves to cook.
So this is good for him because you're helping him pack.
Exactly. So I have to thank me.
Yep.
Celery salt. I don't need a big honking thing of that.
But these. See, what this might help you is figuring out where to, once you have it in the containers, and you can figure out where to put this stuff.
Well, I had no idea, and this is what moving does. I had no idea. We've moved 3 times in the past 2 years. I had no idea I had two salt grinders.
Oh, yeah. That's all of us. Can't tell you how many times. Oh, yeah, crushed pepper. That would be a good candidate. I can't tell you how many times that I think we don't have something and I buy it and then I have
Me
it.
too.
Or somebody else puts it on the list.
Which is why we organize.
I tend to just buy whatever's on the list.
Me too. It's called autopilot because
Yeah.
everything else is obnoxious. All right.
Do you think you're gonna declutter any of these?
Yes.
You want me to wipe this down for you?
Yeah, paper towel. This is something that I don't use. Okay, so I am definitely going to get rid of some things. Ground allspice. I don't think I've ever used ground allspice.
Maybe before I wipe it down, you should just quickly go through and get rid of anything you don't want. So let's put that. Are you gonna offer the ones you don't want to
Yes.
bend? There's a good idea.
Oof, clothes.
I'll check for expiration dates, but I doubt you have anything expired.
I could. Because it's moved several times. This is hard for me.
For people, I think that it's true to say that an expired spice might just not be as potent, but it's not going to make you sick.
No. Garlic powder. I have 2 things of garlic powder. I'm going to offer one of those to my son.
Okay? Kind of like what I was saying about what were we decluttering last time? Push pins. And it's like you buy it for a recipe.
And then you know.
Are you going to use it?
Excellent.
Do you want to
No.
put them together in one jar, or do you want to give one to them?
Do you think they'll fit in one jar?
We could try.
I could try it and then I could give the rest to him.
Yep.
Excellent. Salt.
Salt,
More
salt,
salt.
salt.
I do like my salt.
You're so salty.
I know, right? Well,
Wow,
that's
Trader
super
Joe's.
delicious. I love that stuff.
Ooh.
So good.
Ooh, I gotta go to Trader Joe's now.
So good. They have some good spices. Okay. They also have the chili lime.
Chili lime. I like that one. We like
Chili
chili
lime.
lime. Is that true? Why did you want this type of spice rack?
Because I had a dream that I was going to, in my big new kitchen, you know, be this amazing cook in this great kitchen. And I don't know, that's definitely not true. I have limited time and all that, but I've always liked the idea and the concept of having an organized spice rack.
Yes, which is good because an organized spice rack will help you not to be buying 2 and then one of them expires before you can use it because you don't actually have time to use it, right?
Right. And there's so many of these things in front of us that are not utilized at all.
Yep. So let's start isolating what ones you want to go in these sweet jars. What you could do is put in smallish letters with Sharpie, and then you could cover it with a sweet label,
I like
because I know you're going to want to get a pretty label.
Yeah, the labels in that
She likes her
closet
labels.
are not.
No, they're not Heather worthy. Maybe we should have label shopping. Or you're getting a label? What you putting? You're getting a label?
Here we come.
Yes.
Actually, I have a label maker. I've never used it. See, I'm a wannabe.
Yes.
I do.
So fantasy Heather, but maybe we should make the labels.
That's true.
Wow. So now we know that what size fits
That is
oregano.
0.75 ounces or 21 grams.
So we know that 7 ounces is about all you got here. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, we should put this big thing in here. No, we
not
shouldn't.
happening.
That's not happening. I don't know. Would you put the Trader Joe one in there?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? Seasoning blend. Trader Joe's seasoning blend
Goddess.
is what
The
she's
Green
recommending.
Goddess.
Green
Yeah,
Goddess.
Green Goddess.
I need to get me. Oh, you got 2 of them.
Do you want to take one home?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I got paid. I love Green Goddess.
Okay, this is my tea. Your tea's over there. Mine has a tea bag in it.
I'm Heather. You're Karen.
Welcome to our channel.
I did that at work the other day. The young lady was there,
Mhm.
and I was having a day, and I'm walking around going, I'm Heather, I'm at work. She's like, oh my goodness, is this what it's like to get old? Just
No, it's
about.
worse. She's weathering it well.
Yeah, right. Karen and I have a little thing that we talk about and we laugh about. We're like, we're going to be new friends forever.
That's right. Someday we'll be new friends.
Right? Because we're going to
It's not looking good here for our memories.
every morning we'll wake up and go, oh, hi!
Cute.
We'll be in the nursing home and we'll say, nice to meet you. My name's Heather.
What's your name?
Here.
What do we
Are
do?
you new here?
You'd be like, I am.
Just got here.
Could you show me around?
Right.
What are we gonna do with the rest?
Maybe I have an overflow.
Okay, so we're
Because
gonna.
I don't think there's going to be that much overflow.
All right,
because
because
they're
they're
very-
overflow right here.
Okay. So we've got ones that are going in the spice rack, and then we've got an overflow, and then in the corner way over there, we've got, I'm going to donate those to my
Son.
son.
You can get Sharpie off with nail polish remover.
Look at you.
Look at me. Like some people will do a grease board with Sharpie because they like the pens better, and then they take it off with nail polish remover.
Ooh, that would be
Instead
silly,
of a
but
dry
it would
erase.
work.
Obviously, your cinnamon sticks aren't going in.
No,
Oh, whole cloves. Do you use whole cloves?
no. I think those were for Christmas. Andrew, growing up, stuck them in oranges.
Oh yes. So you're gonna keep them for Christmas?
No, I hate them. I don't even like
So you
cloves.
think Ben wants them?
Maybe, because he makes faux, and I think faux
Oh yeah.
has cloves in it. I'm struggling.
Here, why don't you let me do this? I need a mani anyway.
So do
My
I.
mani's grown out.
Which is something Karen and I do together. That's self-care.
Yes.
And it is phenomenal to be able to do that together.
You're the one who inspired me to get manicured. This baby don't want to come out. Yeah, this is the knife you want to use.
So this is,
So this is Zesty Lemon. Ooh, is it supposed to be,
no, it's all
Chunky.
Trovo.
after all this work, it is gluten-free.
Okay, now you got me wondering about the rest of my
I'm
things
gonna make a
here.
mess.
So Frito, we can keep.
It's very satisfying.
I know.
Just point out. Ooh, it fits! Yay!
Put it on a cucumber.
Alright, so here's your chili lime you can label. Bay leaves you're not going to want to put in these, right?
No.
Oh, you got 2 chili powders?
Yep.
So what are you doing? You keeping both?
Yes. Oh, I thought you meant chili lime and chili. No, I don't need them both. I can give one to Ben.
Okay, so chili powder, garlic powder, cumin. You had 2 cumins. Did you want 2 cumins?
I use a lot of cumin.
Alright, so we'll keep 2 cumins. This one will probably fit in one of these.
Okay.
So we'll do
So what
that.
am I doing?
Does anyone else think that cumin smells like armpits?
Yes. But it
It smells, it tastes good.
That's the weird thing. It's sort of like feta cheese. It
Yeah.
smells like a dirty foot.
That's true.
Or blue cheese.
It's
for that
true.
matter.
Okay, so
It's
this is
cheese.
overflow. Nutmeg. Do you use nutmeg? That's for baking. No.
I'm not a baker.
This is the extent that Heather doesn't want to bake. And she works for a bakery, but she doesn't cook it, she sells it.
Yes, and that's why I work in a bakery, because I don't need to bake.
Yeah, seriously. So, you know that I do the Optavia health program, and Heather did too, because she needed to lower, get some of her medical numbers under control, and it worked. Hallelujah. But anyway, funny story. So the first box, I usually help the client pick it out. I want to make sure they get discounts and stuff. So one of my favorite fueling, they call them fuelings. My favorite food is the decadent chocolate brownie, and it has these sweet little yogurt chips. You put it in a cup with 3 tablespoons of water, you zap it for 1 minute and 30 seconds. But Heather, for Heather, that was too much baking.
That was too baking.
So, no, Heather did not eat her brownies because she would rather do bars and shakes
Something I can
and
just
crispers,
grab and go.
grab and go.
But let's be complete honesty here. I love to cook. So cooking, I love. Baking, not so much. And part of that is because I'm scattered. And in baking, you have to be, methodical and measure everything. With cooking, I just throw.
Yeah. So, can anyone else relate? Do you have a fantasy self that might buy ingredients, or you buy it for one recipe? You just don't need to keep it for all the recipes, right? You got to get fantasy self out the house. Fantasy self makes you feel bad.
And I love what you said last time, which was that you said that you have to purge before you organize.
Yes. Or you're trying to organize clothes, and you don't use clothes.
Right, who cares?
And honestly, if you use clothes once a year to stab it in orange,
Buy them.
you probably could afford to just buy them again. and not keep it for 11 months and 3 weeks. We got 3 more. We got chili powder, cinnamon, celery salt. What
This
is
is Italian.
Okay. How about one of these? You want chili powder?
Sure.
Okay. Chili powder it is. Heather makes a mean guacamole.
I love me some guacamole. I have a history as a beekeeper. He's a beekeeper now. He grew up on a honeybee farm, and so we had this huge vat of honey.
Ooh,
And
yes.
our girls, between the guacamole and the honey, their eyes were like,
Oh yeah, we love honey. And to get locally, responsibly sourced honey, and her husband just started selling it. And I was like the hero of the day when I came home with 2 bottles of Andy's honey. So maybe someday he'll start shipping it out and we can offer it.
Right now it's via his website, beehuga.org, I think. And it's new. And then it's also available at Sullivan House Bakery, which is where I work in Gorham, Maine. All right, these are going.
You don't use red pepper flakes?
I mean, occasionally.
Want to give them to Ben? And you could buy, if you want them, you
Borrow
could buy a
them.
small one or borrow anything better. So what do you use cinnamon sticks?
At Christmas.
You use bay leaves.
I do.
You use this because
Somebody-
it's Trader Joe's. It must
Yeah.
be good. Whole cloves. We talked about that.
How come I have 3?
I don't know. Because you buy one every year, maybe. Cardamom. You make cardamom tea?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
That's Ben's faux. My son
So
does.
much decluttering. Okay. So what do we want to put in this last one? Celery seed, cinnamon, applewood smoke, celery
Cinnamon.
salt. Okay. Cinnamon.
Well, yeah, cinnamon. Cinnamon's good.
Are we gonna? What do you use cinnamon for?
I do. That's a good question. Why do I want to keep cinnamon?
Do you use cinnamon toast? Do you put it in coffee?
I
Like,
think-
what do you do with it?
No, I think the funny thing is
You like cinnamon,
I like cinnamon tea.
but you have tea bags,
Exactly.
so we don't need it.
Cinnamon.
Yay! Okay.
But you know what I can do?
I already
Keep
got rid of
these
it.
for cocoa for Christmas then. Because I do
Oh,
like
okay.
cinnamon sticks or the cinnamon flavoring
Yep.
in cocoa.
All right. We're all the same. The good thing is you're like, no, I don't use that. You're not like, well, I might use it. I just really like cinnamon. I don't really know right now. Okay, so now what are we going to put in this puppy? Celery seed, celery salt, applewood smoke.
Yeah, these, no. Probably celery seed. Alright. I love that feeling.
Right?
Toss it, baby. When in doubt, throw it out.
Yes! That's what my dad would always say. I say that. When in doubt, throw it out. And he would go through our attic yearly. If you didn't use it in the past 2 years, it went, which is great.
And
He
2
was
years
great.
is a long time.
It is a long time. Unfortunately, we had some things that were collector's items in antique. Do we want to put the pretty ones up top?
Yeah.
Put in first what you would use when you're cooking on top of the stove.
Mm-hmm.
That way, if you don't have room
Cumin.
for them.
Cream goddess. Lime. Garlic powder. These will all fit,
Awesome.
which is fabuloso. I think these are all going to fit. I can even do a little.
But you want them to be easy to get out, remember, and get back in.
Oh, there's that, Karen.
You don't want to be mad at yourself.
I think these are okay.
Okay, good. All right.
I don't use a lot of salt in my cooking.
You don't use salt in your cooking.
Not a lot. I
Okay.
use a chicken base, which has a lot of salt in it, or beef base, which has. So I'm not generally using a ton of
Okay.
salt.
Originally, I was gonna say we should put one here so she can over a pan, but she doesn't.
I don't.
Over the
I don't
pan.
generally. No. I
All right,
use it
so-
mostly for the table.
I like to start where it's easy and move to hard. Yeah, I feel like easy to hard to gain confidence, and then you don't by mistake put something here if you know you're putting Reynolds wrap there.
Right.
So just put in what you know. Start with what you know. Move to what you don't know.
Gotcha.
Because then you kind of go, okay, now I don't know what to do with cinnamon sticks, but my options are limited.
That I do.
We're
like that.
putting the Reynolds wrap here. How did you do that? I'll let you do that.
Yep.
And then cling wrap is going under that. And tell them what was our reason for doing this. Remind us.
Well, because you can't get anything in there. You can't fit any spice, you know, and it's hard to get at. With the cling wrap and the Reynolds wrap there, it's just easily accessible. It's something that I do use frequently. It's a flat area, and you just...
Yep, I feel like what they should have done is make one side like a drop-down bar, like one of these, a drop-down, so you can lift and flatten it out here so you can pull out.
And I'm sure there's probably a way to take those out, but then I'd be like, okay, they're going to fall out every time you open it. So.
All right, so we're going to donate some salt. You can pass me what you're going to donate. There we go, nice big one. Now we can fill up this bottom one. We kept the pretties up top because Heather is an artist and she loves a good aesthetic. And the ones you use more often are what we tended to put in those jars, right?
Yes, those I use more often. I'm going to get some really cool looking labels so that when I open the drawer, I can go, oh, not only can I find it, but it looks kind of cute, which is big to me.
Yep.
My surroundings are very, very influential. I think they are for everyone, but my how things around me look determines my mood quite a bit.
So you laying down one that doesn't fit?
Laying down one that doesn't fit. And oh, pepper, which I don't love this because watch. It sometimes gets stuck and you get way more pepper than you want.
Oh yeah, interesting.
That's okay.
It's heckin' huge. I won't tell if you don't tell. We only have 3 overflow. So our options are to put it by your cling wrap, behind the cling wrap, or we could
I think I want to keep it in here.
in here. That way all your spices, because you won't forget.
Yeah. Or I might.
So that's where your overflows are going.
Yep.
Good, because you don't have that much overflow.
No.
Perfection.
3. Inspired to cook something, probably chili. Looking at what I have on this. Probably lime chili.
Ooh, here we go. So beautiful. So beautiful. Love that. Love that. She can just pull it out. Overflow here. One she doesn't use as much down here. These are being donated to her son, and he's going to be moving out, setting up his own kitchen, and he loves to cook. So now we can just get those boxed up for him. So I'm just kind of looking through cupboards and thinking of just making sure everything is accessible to Heather where she wants it to be for ease of use. I feel like that is so important of why did we put it there. And so I feel like we might spend just 5 minutes chatting about that. What is going well and maybe what is not going well. This is one area that could get tackled. One of the things I'm thinking of is just, why is it here? That, like almost a game. Why is it here? So, for example, in the bottom, you have a pot. You actually have 3
So
columns.
those are beds.
Those are beds.
And that's why they're
These 2
separate.
are beds?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Okay, so I'm like, why does she have 3
He likes
columns?
things.
I do like this little
I
thing.
do
I
too.
like having those. So this is going to end up empty very soon. How about this potato masher? Bends. That's easy. So you have 1 colander, 1 pan, and 1 loaf pan.
Yeah, I feel like that also is Ben's or my mother's. In fact, I know that's my mother's.
Oh, okay. So this isn't yours. So I was like, why is it in a drawer?
Right.
All right. So you want me to keep it in the drawer?
Actually, no. Let me put it over here.
Okay. So this to me. So this, I'm assuming this pan is here because it's so deep, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You got it.
And then you have a colander here.
Yeah.
You think what I'm thinking?
Move.
Yeah, move the colander so that it's in between the stove and the sink. But it is deep.
Yeah. So the good thing is about these cabinets is you can move them.
Oh, okay.
So,
Oh, it fits.
it does fit. And my son, every time he puts anything on these shelves, is like, I hate liners. I love them, but they do get all.
My other question is this goes to a rice cooker.
Yeah, it's Ben's rice cooker, and I don't even know where it is.
Okay, so this is Ben's.
Yeah, here it is.
Oh, okay. Let's put this with the rice cooker. That didn't make sense. And you have a blender at the very top.
See how much I use it?
So because you don't use it, that's why
Ever.
it's there.
Never. I don't even know. Let me see. Is it mine or my son's? That's Ben's.
Oh, that's
All that stuff
all
up
the
there
things
is
that don't make
Ben's.
sense don't belong to you, and I love that.
Right,
One of the
me
things
too.
I love about this cabinet is you're not stacking, because you don't have any reason to stack one pot
I
in
know.
You've got so much room. Perfect head. So then we have this area over here.
Which is used a lot.
Silverware. Do you want? This is your silverware drawer, so
And
that
it
makes
works.
sense.
Yeah. That is not
That is
utilized.
not utilized, so you don't need it yet.
Right.
Perfect.
That is scattered mess.
This is
Teas.
your coffee area.
And it clearly is used.
Yep, so you got filters, you got tea. Maybe we'll take on next time this and your cleaners.
Okay, good.
And then this is where your dishes go, which is perfect. How about that mesh? I'm being so picky with you, but I know that's
No,
because
you're
you
not.
want to be picky. That measuring cup?
Yep. Not there.
Yeah, because this is where you, so this makes sense to me because she has her silverware here, her dishes here, and this, she sets the table right
And-
out of this spot.
Yes, and directly in front of you, the mugs are on the left, and the cups, which are all in the
Would be
dishwasher
on the
right
right.
now.
And then up here you have,
So we have overflow dishes.
Yeah.
So these are the main dishes we use all the time.
yeah,
These
what's
are overflow dishes.
Yeah.
Those I just have like people's water bottles.
Yeah.
We don't use them a ton, but we have a lot
Once
of
in a
water
while.
bottles. This is actually a casserole dish. that
There's something
belongs in
else
here.
up there. A
Yes.
box. Come over where I'm a shaker, which is fine. There's like this random little box. What's that?
That is the it's a is it cruet? Is that what it's called? For making salad dressing, and it comes in a box where there's a pre-mix. I'll show
Would you want to put that with food?
I want to put that in the spice. I mean, in the that area.
Oh,
right
okay,
there.
cool. Oh, yeah.
Walk around. I don't know where they are, but that's not too bad out there.
No, this is good. This is good. This all makes sense to me. You have this quick mixing flour. Let's put these together. Great. Heather's going to work. We love you, and we know God loves you, and we pray for you, and we'll see you next time.
In the upper left corner, you can see the whole playlist of Heather's DREAMhouse Declutter. So go ahead, click on that. I'll meet you over there.